Well, I think we're live. Whew. Let me take a deep breath. Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you all are having a great day. Lucretia from Burning Up the Roads, if you're new, and I don't know who else in here, so I don't know if you're new. Let's start at the top. Destinations Delight. Destinations Delight. Hello to you, my friend, and hope you're having a happy Thursday, too. Step Van Dan, thank you for coming in. Oh, and by the way, Destinations Delight, first in the house. Step Van Dan, thank you for coming. Big hugs from Minnesota. Woo, that's a cold place, I suspect, right now. Boondocking with Boomer, third in the house, welcome. Kathy's Outdoor Life. Glad you're here, Kathy. And Kaylee, as always, welcome, my friend. Very, very, very special friend. Thank you for being here, dear. RVing with G, what's going on? Well, a lot's going on. So we'll just keep going and I'll explain. Prairie Life, I hope you're still here, Karen. I just want to say hello and thank you for coming in. My friend from Canada, Prairies of Canada. Kathy's Outdoor Adventures. Thank you for coming, Kathy. Chatting with other people. It's the way I like it. Catherine Cook, my neighbor and my friend who took us to Yuma. Her and Homer, her husband. Very glad to see you. Chasing America. Hello, hello. Ding, ding, ding raid. Don't call Roy a ding, ding. Burning Up the Roads. That was Richard, by the way. Kaylee, our Fatima Jaffrey. Hello to you, my friend. Nomadic Rat Pack. Thank you for coming in, Troy. And yes, I am teary. My family, I'll explain. My family came to visit and they left. So, yes, I'm teary. Can't help it. Camping Therapy. Hello, Doreen. So glad you're here. Wandering Gypsy Vanner. Hello, Kathy. Following the Yellow Brick Road. Thank you for coming. Haven't seen you in a while. No, Shirley, we haven't watched your videos. And but I'm glad you're here today. Dale Bruce, hello to you. Chasing America. I think I said hello, but if I didn't, hello. I love seeing people talking to each other. Building a little community. It's a big community, actually, not a little community. Everybody. And thank you, everyone, for coming. Like Kaylee said, Fordman, a.k.a. Kenneth Oakes. Kenneth, one of the sweetest people on the internet. The whole internet, Kenneth. I'm not talking YouTube. I'm talking the whole damn internet. And Going Green Mom, thank you for the raid. Wandering Gypsy Vanner. Kathy, hello to you. We've got a little more hello from people to people. Jim Bertrand, thank you for coming. Thank you, Jim. Thank you very much, my friend. Bernie Fairy Dust Pena. Hi, Bernie. I get so confused. Is it Bernie Fairy Dust? Burn, as you said I could call you. Oh my God, Troy. I need to come home at some point in time. Catherine Cook, let's see. Yep, I hope everybody's staying warm. I understand Texas is really kind of under assault right now, and my son was just talking to me on the phone about it. Lucky Dog Productions moderator. Is that the fish that we had, Catherine? It was so good. I cook really well, and I couldn't have made anything better. That was fabulous fish. I love the way it was fried, and I think that was Mr. Fish. Lucky Dog Productions moderator Sue. Thank you for coming, Sue. I'm going slow because I don't want to miss anybody. As I stated at the top of the hour here, I haven't had a live stream since last Monday. Now, that's like a heroin addict not having their fix, okay? Because I enjoy this. I really like you. I like everybody here. Chasing America, on the Yellow Brick Road, Roy and Becky's Travels, my very next door neighbor. There's my thumb. They're my very next door neighbor. That way. Bill Pollock, thank you for coming by. Thank you. RV Ashes in April, and thank you for the acronym Butter. I need to be putting that up on my screen. We got to really start working that in. All right. I may have said hello to everybody. I just want to see here. Going Green Mom. Let's see what she has to say here. Oh my God. Suddenly heard somebody talking in the other room, and I'm home alone. YouTube dumped the phone. To dump the phone. I plugged into another breathe. I've had those experiences, Megan. See if there's anybody else here. It's just like if you're in my house, I would welcome you in Victoria May Life Unfiltered. Thank you for coming by, sweetheart. I've had family here, which I'm going to talk about in a minute, and I see Fantastic Travels is here. Thank you so much, Sherry, for coming in. I appreciate it. I hope you're staying warm wherever you're at. Hope y'all are. All right, it looks like 30 in the house. So, let's see, what's this? Christine's Four Seasons. I am gonna see if I can. Nope. I would like to break that name down. I believe we're friends, but I kind of recognize the name. But if somebody takes the time to come to my house, I need to check out your house. So I'm going to get the name right. Christine's Four Seasons. Four Seasons. All right, my new friend. Okay, so we've got 33 in the house. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for being here and showing up today. I got to adjust this just a hair downwards. All right. And I know you can't see it, but I do have some color. I am getting some color. And time for exploring. Thank you for coming. I'm glad you're here. That is Tim, I believe. All right. So thank you for the thumbs up. And I'm very happy with that. Secondly, if you feel like you want to, share this out to your friends if you haven't already, social media, or if you're on YouTube, on your community tab. I appreciate it, and I try to share everybody out when I go into their streams. All right. So what's been going on? So first off, you might see my little puppy. My eyes are a little red. My niece and nephew and their significant others, and 4 dogs and a cat came to visit me, and Richard. You know, when I say me, I'm really talking about me and Richard, all right? I need to take a drink of coffee here. 4 dogs. No, wait. 3 dogs. See, Loki, who's my man. Loki's the love of my life forever and ever and ever. Hazard, second love of my life dog forever and ever and ever. A brand new puppy, 3 months old. That is a crazy little 37 in the house. We've got Nursing Our Travel Bug. Thank you for coming in. My son, the Modern King. I am so happy you're here, and I want to share something he shared with me. Brent, if you could drop the name of that RV park, I would appreciate it. So that's an important share I want to put out there, and I'm going to leave his name up there for a few minutes. So, yeah, so they came, got here Sunday night, and they just left, and they're like my own children. You know, they're grown adult people. They have partners. They have dogs. Loki, I miss you already. And I sobbed my eyes out when they left. and they're coming back. Apparently they're coming back because we didn't get to put the solar on, and there's 2 healthy young men who can help Richard with the solar. They've got to go back an 8-hour drive to New Mexico to pick up a vehicle they left there to be fixed. And so Kathy's Outdoor Adventures, I want to make sure I say hello to you. So I need to go back to my son though, Modern King. Hi, Kathy. So anyways, it was sad. We had a nice time. It was hectic. It was chaotic, and I didn't get any work done. I tried, but I will tell you, at night, it's really hard for me. I just, and I'm just, they wanted to leave one of the dogs, me, Loki, who's the love of my life dog. And he's a big pit bull. He's a beautiful, sweet dog. But he needs a little more room than I have in my RV. And if I were in a house of my own, where there was no other dogs, I'd take him without even a question. I love him so much. And he's really part of why I sobbed my eyes out. I love them all, but he's very special to me. He helped me recover from some surgeries. So I am grateful to the dog. Yeah, grateful to the dog. Family time first. Yes, Roy. So it was, and they're going to be back in a few days to help with the solar up on the roof. All right, so I'm going to share something that my son just shared with me, and I just want to get it out of the way. So, you know, I think some of you saw my son's wedding to his husband back in January. I think it was January. It might have been the end of December. And he's a very openly gay man. They're openly, you know, a husband and husband duo. And there is a, he wanted to warn me that there is an openly anti-gay friendly RV park here in Arizona, and I asked him to drop the name of it, and they wrote about it actually, so it's not a rumor. They, in an article he read where they talked about it, and so I'm hoping that he can 38 in the house apparently, or at one point in time. So oh, there's a new one to me. Where'd it go? Monty goal. Oh boy, that's a mouthful for me. I'm glad you're here, and I will come and check your house out too. I always owe that to people. Rayleigh Creative Travel, welcome, welcome, welcome. So, you know, I try very hard to stay out of controversial channel. Okay, I mean, we all have opinions about lots of things. But when people are only discriminated against, I am anti that. I don't care what it is. If you're a blonde and they hate blondes, or if you're a fat girl and they hate, say, I hate fat girls. I hate gay. I don't want gay people staying here or buying my service. And yes, they're a private company, so they get to do that. But as a consumer of private companies, I don't have to participate. So if my son is still here and he will drop the name of that company, I will, the name of that partner, I will, anti-LGBTQ. Yes, yes, our Fatima Jaffrey, you said anti-LGBTQ park, and they openly are that. So I am openly the mom of a gay man, and I'm proud of my son. Love him. I love his husband, and I've got another son. So anyways, that's that. And if he does, then we'll put it up. So what's been going on? I've been shooting some content. That is an ongoing thing. I think I'm going to actually have to hole up somewhere for about a month, not talk to anybody, not go out of my house, whether it be this house or it be my sticks and bricks house, and just deal with all this content, because I do have quite a bit. I really, and there's some things we want to do here in Quartzsite. I got a map from Catherine Cook. Make sure it's up right. This is the whole map of Quartzsite, Arizona. All the things here. We're going to have it laminated, and ideally laminated in a way that we can write on the lamination and then erase it. I don't know if they can do that. There's no place here in Quartzsite can do that though. So I am keeping it safe with me. And so my point of sharing that is that there's many things here that I still want to see. And now that the kids are gone, the problem with this that I'm finding is that one of my friends who's here, she laughs at me because every day we've been gone. One day we were gone. We're gone with our RV most every day. And, you know, most people don't do that with their RV. You park it, it's your house, and you move it when you absolutely have to do something. And so we have had problems with that. And I don't know if it's problems, but we have to go to town. We forget to learn. Oh, boondocking with them or anti-gay campground. Yes, sir. No, kidding. No, not kidding at all. And they're openly that way. So I'm going to be openly sharing their name. And so, anyways, we've gone to town many times. And yesterday we went to town with my nephew and his wife and dogs. And we've got the most delicious street tacos. I'm craving them as I speak. I'm literally having my jowls inside are watering. You could shut them down if you can't get them post a birthday. Okay, so and then I got to go do some setting in of my firearm and found out I had my bullets in backwards. And found out I had them in backwards. No, did that happen, Lucretia? Probably because come back. So that's what's one of the things is having family here and not being able to really do my work. Trip down. One that I've been working on for a week and a half. So that's any gigantically panoramic thing. All of the I know I'm buffering. Seasons. Hard to comprehend. Oh, and my niece-in-law got my hair cut. She did. I've chased her trying to get their business going. I wanted. I know, Kaylee. I saw that. Darn it. And camping therapy, yes. Have information, and if they choose to patronize them, that's fine. It's the cool thing about the United States of America is we get to do exactly what we want for the most part. And open commerce means that you have something to offer me and I want to buy it. And if you are doing things that I disagree with, I don't have to patronize you. And so okay, thank you, Lance. I can't wait to go check them out. Christina's Four Seasons. Thank you for, I hope you're the one who hooked us up. So anyways, that is, something I'm working on. And so I am fighting it hard. So we go to town. So we go do our laundry. And I really thought when people said it takes all day, I'm like, I don't know. I just don't know about that. I don't know about it. It takes all day to go to do your laundry and get your water, go to the store. Oh, and by the way, go find shoelaces in Quartzsite, Arizona isn't an easy task. Richard needed shoelaces. We finally got them at a Army surplus store kind of place, but we drive around to find it. So as it turns out, it takes about 4 hours to do a load of laundry, dry it, and go to the store and do our shopping and go get some and dump. So we do try to do everything at once. Dump, black tank, which I got a video of. I got out of the truck and I videotaped it. So I'm going to also do hello forever best friend Charlie Grace. Thank you, grabbing some lunch and saying howdy. Cool for you to have lunch. So anyways, Keely, you're hysterical. You're so cute. So anyways, it does. It takes 4 or 5 hours. Stores, they've got places, Dollar Store General, Family Dollar, lines. Oh, and they have to go to Parker. We're talking a 6-hour day, 7 hour without a problem. Yes. So Mars rover landing soon. All right. Good to know. Someone here. Oh, I believe it is I can't think of the name right now, but I do know somebody who's following that. Gonna go charge up for that. So that's, so that is an issue. And sometimes we've had to do that a couple times a week because I'm trying to moderate my water intake. Okay, I'm trying to moderate it, people. It isn't easy. I'm only taking like 3 showers a week here. I've not once went and paid for one of those $12 showers, but guess who did yesterday? Yes, Richard went and took a $12 shower. Well, I put the laundry in, and that's all right. He really wanted one, and he's not, and he does so much work for us in a way on our channel that nobody ever sees. So he absolutely deserves to do something good for himself. And by his way, as y'all know, his birthday was Sunday, and it really was not the best birthday he's ever had. So, we were juggling hardcore on Sunday, different things going on. So daily trips to town cut into uploading our solar, so to speak. And that is to make sure we have enough at night so that I can be on the computer. I can use my phone, which right now is charging up because it's almost dead. Last night I had to pull myself away from my phone when it finally went down. Well, it's not my phone, and I'll tell you about that a little more. I had to pull myself away from our joint phone and go plug it in out here at midnight because it blinked out and came back on. So anyways, that's learning how to juggle that. So if y'all want to know, is it 3 hours? Yes, it does. And we went, here's one thing we did do day before yesterday. We went in the RV, and then we went I wanted to get some of the salt-free water. Now we have a great filter, and yes, by the way, we are drinking out of our tap. Please don't tell me how horrible, stupid it is. Okay, I know most people don't. We have a really good filter put on outside the RV. I want now to get one to go under the RV, but we're changing that sink. I hate it, and I hate the faucet. My goal is to be able to kind of like wash my hair in the sink, every other day. But now that it's short and the way I like it and the way it horrible. Damn it. Is making sure, like I said, making sure that we have, hey, Rayleigh Creative Travel, where do you go? I can't prevent Kevin. Can't prevent Kevin. Hi, Kevin. I hope you're feeling okay. I'm praying for you every single day. And I'm very, very honored that you stopping in. So everything that I take for granted when I'm at my sticks and bricks is and I'm going to just be real wordy honest here. It's a bitch here sometimes. Last night, Richard was sound asleep. He was like, and my little Patty Cake Lake was laying beside him and she was snoring too. And I was playing games on my phone and I got up to go to the bathroom and it was freezing cold in here. It was freezing cold in here. And so I got up and I turned on the heat. Okay. At home, it's not like that. We set the heat, in the middle of the night. Hey, neighbor. Hi, neighbor.
Hey.
I'm going to be very sad when we go our separate ways.
Oh gosh, that's the worst part about this whole life. It is.
It is. We really like you guys. So I got up, I turned the heat on. At home, set like 68 overnight, and then it's set to come on in the morning at 72. So we never have to really worry about that. Here, that is not the way it goes in our older RV. So, and that's okay. I knew what I was getting into when I wanted to do this. So, yeah, just, showered. Everybody knows these are not gigantic showers. You do military showers, blah, blah, blah. So that's all right. I'm okay with that. It's not a big deal. What I don't like is my sink. My sink is about this big, it seems. It's a double sink, but one of the things we need is to change out the faucet so that it's a bigger faucet and I can take the handle off. I can wash my hair. So yes, that's one of the plans for the future. I really want to do that before we go back out after we go home. So anyways, yeah. Many trips to Cam. What's next? So what's next? Finishing up shooting some content here in Quartzsite. I had hoped to be able to go to some other places around. We did get to go to Yuma, thanks to Catherine and Homer. Thank you for that trip to Yuma. There were some other places I had hoped to go as well, but there is always another time, and there will be another time. So as much as I don't like being in this rock quarry at Quartzsite, because I come from a very green Oregon. Hello, Renee Deuce Rider. Hello, Renee Deuce Rider. Thank you for coming in, dear. So as much as I'm not excited about this and the rocks caused me to fall and injure my arm, I will come back to the cul-de-sac. We have come to really enjoy Roy and Becky. Becky was over last night to pick up dinner. I know, I'm going to cry. I can't help it. I just care about people. I like people, guys. As I say, I didn't do this live stream for over a week. And that's, like I said, probably like what it's like for a heroin addict to not have their fix. So Becky was over last night to pick up dinner. I made dinner for my family that was leaving today. We went and bought some hamburger. I made hamburger patties with salt, pepper, and some onion powder on top. Made baked beans, and it was apricot. It was Traeger brand apricot barbecue sauce, and it was fabulous. I think it was fabulous. I added some onion to it. If I'd had a red pepper, I would have had some red pepper to it. Like a red green pepper. I can't think of the right word right now. So, but it was wonderful. Chopped onion. I let it cook for a while and all kind of meld together. My nephew gave us a Van Vita Travels. Thank you, sweetheart, for coming by. I know you're a very busy lady. My nephew brought us. I woke up one morning and outside my little house here was a brand new one of those big giant grills. What are they called? Everybody's got one now. I have one big enough to make food for everybody in Quartzsite. It's huge. It's huge. I can't put it on the camera. It's so big. And so I wanted to use that last night, but it was super windy here. Of course it was super windy here. That's the other thing I'm really not excited about. I love the blue skies right now. I don't care for the wind, although it's helping me get color on my face because I am stark white. Let's see. So anyways, and really enjoy the people we've met here. Artist on the road, damn it, I can't, JT, but I'm trying to think of his channel name, because if you are a moderator in my link in my chat right now, if you could drop the links for Roy and Becky's travels, for Artist on the Road, for American Wanderer. That's it, American Wanderer, and for See Our View. Love those people. His wife, Grace, is a fantastic cook. She made several batches of homemade, homemade. They're Asian. You could also probably do like a Mexican, South American version as well. But they're just, I can't think of the name of them. They're so good though. That's all I can say. And I think Becky's in the chat. And if you can remember what she made, please tell everybody. I loved those. Richard loved those. We're trying. I wish Lance, if my son comes back, if he's on here, Brent, please drop the name of that camp. So anyways, that was, leaving this will be difficult because we do enjoy everybody. Roy and Becky have been nothing but welcoming and open and warm to us. And I hope that, so she came over last night to pick up the food I made. And so I made the burgers. And I also I was going to do some baked macaroni and cheese. And I was going to doctor up the Kraft that comes with the squeezy cheese in it. I bought 3 boxes and I made it up. But I didn't have time to put it in the oven. And I put some, to doctor it up. I usually like to put some onion. I didn't even get to do that. A little chopped onion, garlic in with my, with it. And I was going to, brown mustard. Yes, ma'am and sir, brown mustard in your baked macaroni cheese. I normally make it from scratch with a roux, but I just don't have that here. So I did the best I could. I wanted to make a homemade meal for my niece and nephew and their partners for the last day here. So, but I wanted to make the burgers on the grill. What the heck is the name of that grill? It is a grill. There's a million out there now. Pork egg rolls. Oh my God, those were so good. She is a fantastic cook. Grace from CR View. She should be doing cooking videos. The lady's fantastic. All right, so we are at, all right. So anyways, we're doing good on time. So, those the things going on. Where are we at here? 29 in the house, heading home. So let's talk about heading home. I'm going to step out of the camera for a second. I'm grabbing my new best friend. And I think y'all know what it is, or many of you do. It's a prized possession. I just want a smaller version that's in the spiral like Catherine has. And when I can get to a bookstore, that is going to be coming home with me. So I'm starting to look at our trip home. And I really, Kevin, if you're still here, I really desperately wanted to meet you and say hello and spend a few minutes with you. So just know that we're always thinking of you. And your dogs, I adore your doggies. They're the sweetest little things I ever seen. Next to my little patty cake, who's a beagle. Anyway, so using that and Google to start looking at our trip home. Unfortunately, the United States of America is under siege of snow. As you all know, I live in Oregon. I live on the I-5 corridor in Eugene. Eugene's not in snow, but I'm going to have to drive through snow, I think. I keep looking at I keep looking at the Siskiyou Pass cameras to see how they're, what it's doing, how much snow's on the side of the road. And the road is clear. And so the plan is to make our way up. So let me just open this up. You see, Catherine taught, I learned something from Catherine. See I don't know if you can see the yellow. And then when it's circled, that's places we stayed. And it's going to be helping us track our story, so to speak. So I think we're going to go up through, I want to skirt Sacramento. Please, God, if you love me at all, I need to skirt Sacramento. I do not want to have another mental breakdown. It's just too much traffic for me driving an RV through. Now, I guess if I could get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and be gone by 5:03, maybe I could get through Sacramento without crying. The plan, if the snow has not overtaken completely all of Nevada, is to go up through Nevada and cut over somewhere around Redding and then go up I-5. Now, there is also, like I've shared, I generally keep it here. Richard keeps moving it. I don't like that. Lori's Crochet Corner. Hello, Lori. Thank you for coming. And by the way, if you guys haven't had an opportunity to hit the thumbs up, please hit the thumbs up. It helps our analytics, and analytics matter. So in my mind, so I've got someone here who has done that trip the way that we're thinking. Kim from Rometown Girl is with us nearby, and she's got some lessons for me, and we haven't been able to sit down and really chat them out, but we are. Hide the map on Richard. I'll put it under my mattress. So if the plan is to go up right along between California and Nevada, and then cross over somewhere around Redding. And there are some Thousand Trail parks in California if we need to, which I don't mind hooking up to electricity. Then I can use my toaster. I bought a brand new toaster for this rig after we got it. It's a 4-piece toaster. Now, Catherine Cook, let me show you what she did. Catherine gifted us with another toaster. And let me tell you, because I caused the smoke alarm to go off in our RV because I was cooking toast on the burner. So she gifted us with that, and it works perfect. Okay, I had my questions about it. I did. I no longer do. It works great. So that was a wonderful gift from Catherine. So the trip home, crossing over around Redding, going up I-5 from there. I can manage I-5. So Ty McPherson, thank you for coming. You've been here a few times. I appreciate it. Very happy you're here. So we are planning that trip up there. Sometime next week is the goal, is to start moving north. Blackstone, Kaylee. Yeah, I think you're the one who hit it. I have a black stone now, a giant, the biggest black stone. I just need the lid to go over it. When he bought it, it didn't have a lid. So yes, I have a giant black stone, and it was very sweet of him. I love my nephew like he's my own child. My sister, his mom, and my niece's mom is Annette. Her name is Annette, and she was one of my best friends. We spent a lot of time together. She was older than me by about 8 or 9 years, something like that, 8 years maybe. And I love her. She passed away about 21 years ago. And William and Jennifer were her children. And Jennifer was about, I think she was 20, and that would have made William about 16, maybe 16 or 17. And so our family really gathered around them, but they are like my children. I treat them like my kids in every way, even when I'm not happy with their behaviors. And so having them leave today was very hard process. Anyways, so got the Blackstone, we got to use it once, and it was hours, because I am the person who puts the square peg in the round hole and says, boom, 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 you will fit, because that's how I want you. And it was extremely windy, and it kept blowing out the fire. And American Wanderer, JT, he's the one who caught on. And so we figured that out, because it was taking like forever to cook remember what I was cooking that night? Darn it. Oh, I made breakfast for dinner. Blackstone seems like the right place to do that when there's several people. Eggs, bacon, hash browns. And it sucked because it wasn't hot enough, because it kept we tried blocking it with tin foil. So there's a couple things we're going to need to fix that. RV DJ, you must be on lunch. I hope you're having a great day. And Rayleigh, I would think just go through 80% of Nevada and not get into California past Redding. I think it is. Of course, North Nevada probably has snow. It's a little longer that way, though. So out of snow. And so Kim is going to, she's done this route many times, apparently. And so we're going to go over travel plans. She has experience. And by the way, I am not leaving up my travel plans to anybody else's time. George or Pena, Bernie Feridas Pena, I promise I'm not leaving up our travel to somebody else to figure out for us. Thanks to the good old Atlas and using my phone. Nomadic Rat Pack. Dollar Tree, let's see here. Dollar Tree chopper for the Blackstone to put on the side to block the wind. That's what you said. So I have one. I just want to make sure we're talking about the same thing, Becky. Are you talking about this chopper scraper? This is a scraper, but could be used to chop. Are you talking about that, sweetie? Troy, Lucretia, I do most of my trip through Nevada and come in the backside of Oregon on 31 because the snow is usually a dry, powdery snow when it snows there and much safer to drive in. So, all right. So I will look at that. And you said highway. I'm going to write down Oregon on 31. Oregon 31. And I'll start looking at that road on the traffic cams. So that's another source, people. If you're driving, you can pick traffic cams from almost anywhere in the world. I mean, really, they're there. If you want to know what it looks like on Siskiyou Summit, which is where I broke down, that's where we overheated completely and had to come to a dead stop. Chasing America, I think butter, choose your travel and video them. That's what it's all about. Yes, ma'am, Bern. That's exactly what I believe too. The Christian Alliance. Hire a driver to drive motorhome and you can fly home. I would love to have that kind of money, my friend. No, I wouldn't. I'm learning how to drive an RV myself. If something happened to Richard and he was never able to drive again and I had to do it forever, I need to know how to do it and be comfortable with it. I'm comfortable driving around town. I can back that baby in anywhere. Really, I can back it in. I use my mirrors great. I do not have a camera, which I'm praying for, a backup camera. I haven't had any close calls, so I can tell you it's going well as far as my driving. Driving up to Parker is a 2-lane, very busy road in the daytime. It's a very, there's a lot of traffic back and forth. So let's see, one more thing here. If the pass on 50 is questionable, you can stay as with a plug-in until it opens for you to feel safe to travel over if we are only 12 miles from 97, the 58 junction. Yes, Troy, I know you're very close to that. I just have to decide if I want to go over 58 at all, because as you and I both know, 58 is notoriously bad. 58 is you. So when we met, when I picked up the solar from Troy, Nomadic Rat Pack, he came from Central Oregon, and we met in a place called Oak Ridge. We came from Eugene. We met there, and I brought the RV, and it is a mountainy road. There's twists and turns and ups and downs. Okay, so and there is a pass to go over if I choose to go up through that part of Oregon and cross over to Eugene. And I don't know if I want to do that. Comment, I don't want to go through a 5-day RV trip. No, I just can't. I promise it'll be a calm 5-day trip. It will not be until a 5-day trip. And I'm hopefully not going to stay behind any Walmarts again in towns I don't know where I'm at. All right, so Kathleen Klein, hello, friend. Glad you're here. I want to talk a little bit. So I'm looking at my notes. Just a little glance over. This is my notes for today because I was feeling emotional, so I wrote down notes. Can you even tell what I wrote? I'm having trouble. I'm having trouble reading it. So, not Callie. That was one of my notes. And that I'm going to work with, one of the people I'm working with is Kim, who's driven that route. So what else is happening? I didn't. So, this is going to be an embarrassing moment. I did not get to meet Bob Wells. It's my own fault. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you what happened. You know, the reason I came here was Bob. I wanted to meet everybody, especially Roy and Becky. I'm on their chat almost every single time. Oddly enough, since I've been here, I've missed more chats on everybody's live streams than I can even count, because it's just busy in a different way than when at home. Because you're always preparing for something. So anyways, I was supposed to meet Bob when I first came down. I think everybody knows that. I was supposed to interview with Bob Wells, see our rig, blah, blah, blah. Be one of the 52 for this year. Oh, God. So, I kind of missed that. So they had dropped a link. They had dropped a pinpoint for where he was going to meet me at, which actually is right here outside of Quartzsite on a road called Mitchell Mine Road, which I'll explain if you haven't been down Mitchell Mine Road in an RV. So, and then I couldn't do that interview because, as you know, I was a day late and $1 short. So we scheduled it for this last Saturday or Friday, something last week. I've blacked it out of my mind, kind of. And they gave me a new coordinate. And when I opened up my email with Lex, who is his assistant that's been doing this, I grabbed the pinpoint for the first interview instead of the current one, if that makes sense. And I can't tell you how excited I was that morning. I was very excited. Was going to meet Bob, going to have him, interview us, go through our RV, be able to put it up on his channel, maybe get a bump from that, and just to meet him. He's the reason I'm here to start with. He is it. He made me think and believe Lucretia can poop in a bucket if she has to. I don't want to. I'm being honest there. But if I had to a few times, I can do it. As long as we got a seat. So I and Richard and little Patty Cake Lake, we gear up, clean everything up, sweep everything up, put everything up perfectly, and then put it away because that's how you travel. And we went what I thought was the interview spot on Mitchell Mine Road. Mitchell Mine Road I'm going to keep my mouth clean. I know there's people on here I highly respect that probably don't appreciate my bad mouth that I have once in a while. Burn up the roads. Bring someone like Roy with you next time. That person can keep your excitement from getting in the way. Kaylee, thank you. Yes, yes, yes. Kaylee, again up here. Miss Second Appointment Bob. Can't believe they're giving you a third chance, but that's awesome. I can't either. I cannot. So we get up there, and I'm telling you, this road is no chicken scratch road. This road is not an easy road. Most of the road, we didn't even drive on the road, guys. We drove on the side of the road where there was dirt. And I was going slow. To get 7 miles up this nasty road took some time in my 25-foot Class C RV. Laptop so Richard doesn't throw the paper. Yes. So we get up there and we get turned around, and we're like really almost at the very end of Mitchell Mine Road. And yes, there's other people parked somewhere back, along the way, but they're not. There was a few Class A's and some Class C's, but predominantly it was exactly what I wish I could be traveling in, van life rocks vehicles. And we get up there, and Richard goes, "They're not here, Kay." That's my middle name, and that's what he calls me. "They're not here, Kay." And I'm like, "They'll be here, Richard. They're probably just coming in late." I mean, I had this in my head that he just was coming in from another area. And so, what do I say? The phone rings, and it's Lex. And she's like, "Where are you guys at?" "No, there's no alcohol in here. On Sunday, I celebrated 26 years of sobriety." It's not easy either on days like that. And I said, "We are on Mitchell Mine Road." And she said, "Well, you're supposed to be in Parker, 40 miles away." My heart imploded pretty much. I felt embarrassed. I felt ashamed because I'm experienced in minutia, the small stuff. I'm experienced in looking at the details. I mean, that's what that's part of my education and my training. Thank you, Wandering Gypsy Vanner. Buffering a little. So sorry. Yeah, 26 years. No, I've been clean from all substances, except occasionally when I've had to have medication for pain after a surgery. But never, ever have I had a problem with other drugs. So I'm a stone cold sober alcoholic, a recovered alcoholic, and I'll explain that in a minute. So anyways, yes, let's see, Lance. Ask just supposed to come to you. He travels. He's the nomad. That's what he does. So anyways, my camera is tilted. I'm so sorry here. I'm just trying to get it a little straighter. So anyways, it didn't happen. He had an appointment right after ours. We couldn't have gotten there in time for him to do anything. And then he had to go to Yuma. And so the next available appointments, the end of April, the beginning of March. I need to put my lip stuff on because, by the way, guys, here in Arizona, at least in this part of Arizona, it's very dry. I'm 59 years old. My skin has lost a lot of its elasticity and moisture, and my lips dry very easily. So I can't stay here until the end of March. Couple of reasons. Number one reason, it's going to kill me here at 100 degrees. Number two, I need to have, see there, I have to have my arm looked at, although my friend who I trust very much said there's nothing mechanical between the shoulder and the elbow, and the pain is right there. Oh my God. It's just right there and it's bad. So I need to go to an orthopedist in my town to get it looked at. So Richard has to go to his neurosurgeon, our neurosurgeon, and have him figure out why Richard's leg pain, the nerve pain down his leg, is still extreme. He had the same surgery I've had multiple times on different parts of my spine, and mine went away for the most part. His is pretty severe all day, every day. And doing this kind of living is intensifying that pain. So, yeah, medical always needs to be checked. Yes, Charlie Grace. So that is one of the other reasons we're going home. However, we have a vehicle that we have made a home into. And in this vehicle, we can get in whenever. Hello, Alberta Hinksman. Where'd you go? There you go. Glad you're here, Alberta. And Lance, I was just showing you. And by the way, someone gave me some CBD oil for that. It doesn't alter me at all, or don't believe there's any THC in it. So I don't feel altered on it. Richard rubs it in really deep. And yes, it hurts when he rubs it in. However, I was a complete skeptic. I didn't believe it worked, guys. I did not think that CBD oil would work. It's fantastic. And I was told it helped a lot of people. Yes, it does. It helped. So it helps in a mild way. It hasn't obviously made the injury go away. There's something torn or something torn loose because there's a popping sensation. When I have that pain like I winced at, it's because there's, for some reason, I've moved my arm in a way that's making, and I can feel it pop. So anyways, that's that. And medications. I take medication. I'm having a hard time getting it. So we have to go deal with that. So those are things that we've also learned about and will be in a later video. I've got a couple interviews I want to do. Number one is my friend Kim, Rometown Girl. Somebody could drop her link, please. She's a fabulous channel. And it's a gift to be able to spend time with her. I have not been able to spend much time with her, but we have some thoughts on things we can do. Kathleen Klein, it's warming up. Yep, I know. So that's kind of what I'm going to drag my plan out for going home. All right. So, Kaylee, on my, I'll do it here. I'll do it here, sweetheart. I'm going to put a link up here for a short moment of time, couple of minutes. It's for our PayPal, which would be useful in helping with a couple different things. If you have the means and you want to, feel free to. I'm not asking you or telling you to do it. I'm not taking away anything if you don't do it. Okay. If you want to help us out, that's great. If you can't or don't want to, I love you still the same. All right, so I'm going to leave it up for about 5 minutes. We are going to go over time, so sorry. If you have to leave, I understand. So I was going to tell you something. So anyways, yeah, we're going to go slowly home for those couple reasons. And by the way, here's something I didn't anticipate. She's a great yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. She is a great lady. Very smart about traveling, super resourceful woman. So where's George? What was the cool George? Okay, so anyways, I ran into homesickness. I did. I ran into homesickness. I'm going to readjust here. I ran into homesickness. I didn't anticipate that. I'm 59 years old. I'm not a kid. I've been away from home many times in my life, but I ran into missing Oregon. There is a genuine beauty in these bald hills around us of dirt and rock. Honestly, I say that honestly, I'm not being sarcastic, but I will tell you, it is not Oregon. At least not what I've been able to see. Now, I would like to go see Williams. I know that is a beautiful area. Lake Mary. There's many places here I want to see. If I could drag out being here and go north and there wasn't snow all over the place, that's what I would do. But it isn't the way it is now. So getting back to Bob, we will, I haven't had the courage yet to write him a letter. I've written him 3 letters in the past. He always gets right back, answers my question, declines my invitation to interview him, by the way, which I understand why. I'm teasing. And so I'm gonna let him know that I live in Oregon. That is where our Sticks and Bricks is, and we are going to spend a lot of time in the mountain regions of Oregon through the spring and into the summer, and hopefully over into Idaho. Yes, Kathleen, there is no place like home. It really, 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 really is. Oregon is beautiful. If you've never been there, I recommend coming to see Oregon. There is a Central Oregon, Eastern Oregon. Well, Eastern Oregon really, that is, it's a desert. It's high desert. There are trees. There are some trees. Central Oregon, around Sisters, Oregon, is fabulously beautiful. It is. It's one of my favorite places. And I'm an ocean girl. I'm a water girl. If it's river, I love it too. But I really am an ocean girl. And I love water. I love the sound of water. At home, I turn on my smart TV, which, by the way, is up in our overhead bin here, are what we call our attic. The queen sleeping area that is not getting used. We have our big, not big screen, but a 32-inch TV. We have not been able to get hooked up and utilize, and it's a smart TV. So what I was going to say is, at home, I turn on YouTube on my smart TV, and there's a rain channel that I love, and it goes on dark, and I listen to that while I go to sleep. And I do miss that. So, Alberta, Oregon is like BC, according to my hubby. It's beautiful. Charlie Grace, let's see, the RV DJ Sonia, meet you on Charlie Grace tonight. Okay, so if somebody could drop a link for Charlie, if there's anybody in the chat who has a live stream tonight, could you please find it and drop the link? Apologies to whomever's looking that stuff up. So Lance, if you could do it, I would really appreciate it. Charlie Grace's link for tonight, and I will put that in also as a reminder for myself. Kathleen Klein, yes, ma'am. Oregon is fabulous. And I live in Lane County, Eugene, Oregon. It's in Lane County, and like smack dab in the middle of I-5 between Oregon and Washington. And to the west, an hour is an ocean. To the east, an hour is beautiful. An hour and a half is Central Oregon. So Sisters, Oregon is one of my favorite places. Central Oregon right now, drop me a link. I will stick the camera out my back door for a minute. Okay, so as soon as I'm done giving you all this information, that's what I'll do. I'm going to drop a link for Troy to stick his camera out, and we'll take a peek at that after I'm done here. Copied. And we can see what it looks like. About an hour, well, maybe 2 hours from my home in Eugene. This is what it looks like, just 2 hours from my house. So anyways, I know that Bob travels to Oregon in the summer to spend time with his mom. And one of those areas he travels to is around Sisters, apparently. So I'm going to let him know, and I'm going to let Lex know that if there's any chance of pushing it out to early summer or late, anytime in the spring or summer, as long as there's no snow for me to drive over. I would love to be able to meet him in Oregon. If not, we'll be back here sometime. He's not down here, and he won't be here. I believe he's up north. He'll be up, or he's going to be around Pahrump maybe in spring. As where I think that's where he goes in the spring. So I'm going to give him some options. I'm going to give Bob options. Hell no, I'm going to do what he needs me to do. But I'll suggest, if possible, to do it in Oregon. So Victoria May, Lucretia never wants to upset you or anyone else. Here by what I say, hope you know that burn up. Oh no, you know what? I do want this to be a safe place for people to share their thoughts and their feelings about things, like I do. And I don't ridicule anybody who's a respectful person about things, differences. I have differences, many differences with people, but I don't always think I'm necessarily the only voice on something. I just say for myself, and what I can live with and go to sleep with every night is what who I am. And what you see here is exactly what these people here who've met me see. It's no different. And I love you, Victoria. And she's one of my bucket list people. I got to meet Box Van D. I've got to meet Roy and Becky. I've got to meet American Wanderer, JT. I got to meet, oh my gosh, See Our View. I got to meet Mel Nettie. I didn't get to spend time with them. I didn't get to spend time with them. And I really regret that. I'm going to put Troy up here for a moment, for a few minutes while I chat. Hey, Troy.
Lucretia, I just want to let you know, and the people in chat know, I cannot see or respond to chat while I'm on the live with you.
Okay. Okay.
So, yes, we have a lot of trees, but this is what we're dealing with right now.
Oh, man. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is beautiful. I'm just happy we have a warm house we can stay in. I mean, there's the RV sitting there. It's winterized.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, there's our pile of snow. Believe it or not, that's just a pile of snow.
Wow.
I mean, as I pan over, you can see how tall the dually 4-door pickup is compared to the pile of snow.
Yikes.
That's from the, there's a Pacific Pride in front of us, and the people in front of us have a contract to keep it clean, and I let them put the snow in the corner of my property. So that's all pushed up there.
I'm fixing my camera again. Sorry, guys. It's just wanting to tilt.
So I can't see the comments that people are probably giving us, but you can see we have a lot of trees up here.
Everybody's saying, people are saying hi.
Hello, everybody. So, I mean, we have a tractor here to push the snow around with. It gets that bad, so.
Yeah, you do, Troy. And that's about an hour and a half from my house, from Eugene, right, Troy? Would you say?
Yeah, about 2 hours, hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah.
I'm cold. I'm going back in.
Okay. I want to say hi to my sister who came in. One of my sisters, Olita Himmerly. Her name is Olita. I call her Patricia or Patty. That's what I call her. She's in. Thank you. I know you went to pick your vehicle up or something along those nature. So thank you for coming in, Patricia. I appreciate you coming in. That is Charlie Gray says that is some snow. Yes, it is.
There's the back door. We can do this without freezing our butt off.
Uh-huh.
For them.
It's beautiful to look at, Troy.
That's a friend of mine staying in a 32-foot fifth wheel. He didn't put the slides out, but he's residing there just for the winter. It's another disabled friend that actually lives.
Kaylee's letting them know that is.
So.
Kaylee's letting them know that is Central Oregon. Let's see. Forever Best Friend says Canadian snow is foreign. Ha! Boondocking with Boomer. Thank you for showing that to us, Troy. I appreciate it very much. Well,
and we're at 4,500 foot elevation. So when you go over the pass at 58, they do keep that pass clear. So unless it's snowing like it is right now, the pass is usually clear, and it only goes to 5,000 foot. So you're literally only climbing 500 foot from this location.
Yeah.
And right now the highways are, except for when it's blizzarding like this, which, this is mild. The highways are clear for the most part. And they keep Highway 58 clear unless it's actually snowing like this right now. So you'd literally be in this area in Central Oregon and dropping down the entire time. It's not really any hills to climb going over 58 for you.
Right.
And so going back to Eugene.
Kathleen Klein says our snow is belly deep on the cattle. good thing we have snowmobile to keep them fed, and the ice broke out of the ponds for them to drink. Where do you live, Kathleen? I'm really curious about that. That is a lot of snow, sweetie. Dale Bruce. Let's see what Dale says. No, Lance, you keep your snow. I have seen enough of it for this year. So I love snow. I love snow. When we're in Eugene and we're at home, I've got a fireplace, I've got wood, and I've got windows. So it's nice for me. Really, I can't really participate in outdoor snow activities for falling issues, but I absolutely love snow. But I don't like driving. But you know, I may give it a try. Knowing we could stop off at your house and plug in for a day or two.
Yeah, if conditions are bad and you can make it this far, you know, it's a safe place to wait till the pass is open. If it is snowing, you know, if you have to come back in these conditions.
Right. Yeah.
So, and again, we can park you out front and give you a plug-in. There's water in the house. You know, there's heat.
Okay, that's good to know. RVing with G, send snow to Tahoe ski hills. Or they don't have them? I mean, see, it's weird. There's been snow. Texas is under attack from snow. Snow has attacked Texas. Cold has attacked Texas. And yet Tahoe Hills don't have snow or much? That's weird.
It is weird because we normally get snow like we're getting right now. And in the last week, we got 4 inches and it melted off. I mean, what you see out there for the most part, except for today, was already there. And so, you know, Portland, Clackamas County, all over the place is getting snow that they have not had in 40 years. And we're not getting it until today.
Yeah. Wow. Say, I'm gonna bring up Lance. I guess he's got a little something to say. Well,
do I ever?
I would like to apologize to Lance first for not realizing you had content, because we're catching up on your channel now.
Seriously,
you need to mention you actually have a running channel more often.
Yeah, but if you're subbed and click on the bell, then you'll know when I have new videos up.
Yes, we are now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think everybody. Well, if you don't know that I have content, please go check out my channel.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
I'd have done that months ago had I heard that.
Okay, no problem, man. Oh, he didn't know I had. He didn't know I did videos. He just thought I hung out in the lives. Okay, now listen. That snow is nothing. Pardon?
Oh.
Sorry, Lucretia?
Yes, sir.
What did you say? Sorry.
How much snow do you have at your house? How much snow do you have?
Would you like to see?
Yes, please. Okay. Always. I'm bringing my computer close to you.
I can't see that way. Puppy. I gotta go open the door.
Okay. Hi, Boomer. You're so handsome, Boomer. Look at that beautiful dog. Now that's Boomer. That's the handsome side that's the pretty side of boondocking with Boomer. It is Boomer. He's a beautiful boy.
You got to get rid of that glare, Lance.
Yeah. Get rid of the glare.
Yeah, I can see about this one.
It's snow blind.
Oh.
So, Lucretia, I recently saw a video that Lance put out that's called "A Day in the Life of Boomer." It's cute.
Okay, I'll have to look at that.
Yeah.
Hey,
I can't move. This is a webcam, so I can't go outside. But
well, we'll take your word for it.
Way more than Troy.
Way more than Troy.
Hold on, I gotta go close the door.
If you're measuring.
You know, he's Canadian. They do it big.
Yes, they do. They do
it right.
Yes. Now, that's some snow. But what you get, I love too, because it's, even though I don't want to drive around in it, it's beautiful. And it's, you know, by the way, that all keeps Oregon nice and green.
I'm sorry.
You do have beautiful snow.
I just laugh at when some people in the States complain about their snow, and we get this every year. And
are you getting any more than you normally get, Lance?
We are a little bit, but we're used to it up here. Yeah.
It's definitely. I'm gonna fix this darn camera one more time. I'm using Gorilla Tape.
Really? Yeah. It's not working?
And I'm not going to stick it in my hair.
No, don't do that.
No, don't have to be a mental, genius to know you don't do that. Hey, can you talk for just a second, you guys? I'm going to pull something up. I'm going to find it here.
Okay.
Go, Lance.
What's happening, Troy?
Well, we're enjoying the snow. Are you enjoying your snow?
Not enjoying the snow. Don't like it.
Yeah,
never have. Never will.
I'm looking at homes in Arizona right now, northwest Arizona.
Yeah.
Where they don't get a lot of snow.
Huh.
It gets too hot there between June, July, and August for me to stay there because it gets in the triple digits.
Yeah.
So I'll hop on an RV and go that time of year, but I don't have to winterize a house. I can just set everything down.
Beautiful. I want to get done with this.
As I get older, I just hate winter more and more every year.
No, I've been looking at buying like 160 acres and setting it up as RV property for other people too.
Yeah.
Okay, what I want to pull up here is the 10-day forecast for 10-day forecast for Quartzsite.
Oh,
yeah. She has to rub it in.
Let's see. I need to invite.
It's funny. Once we got up here, her internet's even better now.
Is it?
Yeah, it's smoother now. And why is yours so smooth now, Troy? And clear. Your internet.
Well, I don't know. I'm running a hotspot. I got 3 devices going on it.
61.
So this is our forecast for Quartzsite. It's 61 today. And then the 10-day outlook is high 70s, back in, high 70s down into the low 60s. So we'll be leaving here before this is done. But because the plan is to move on into the moving. Well, I think we're 70s down into the low 60s. Oops. Before this is done. Hold on, I got to get rid of that. Because the plan is to move on. How did that happen? To the moving.
Hey, everybody that's got snow, Fairy Dust, Pina, want some of our snow. I don't know if they understand what they're asking for because we will give you all the snow you want.
Yes.
Yes, that's true, Kathleen.
So it's beautiful. This is today here. I'll just take my camera off and turn it.
She's really rubbing it in here, isn't she, Troy?
Yes. Well, if you're going to be stuck somewhere for a little while, what an awful place to be stuck in.
Awful.
61 and sunny.
I know.
Oh, I just got camera envy.
It is really nice, and I'm used to Troy. In Oregon we have this time of year. They're having rain. They've had a little bit of snow, like just a dusting in the Eugene Springfield area,
and a lot of rain.
And a lot of rain. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, there was a question I was going to. So I just want to know if anybody has any questions. Just going to give you a chance to ask any questions. The next 10 minutes or so, I'm gonna close down at 1:30 because I do want to hang out with Kim and with everybody else as much as possible the next few days. And
no problem. Well, it was nice talking to you, and let us know when you're leaving. And I guess you can do lives all the way home again.
When are your plans for leaving? Do you have any yet?
Sometime next week. So my nephew and nephew-in-law are supposed to be back here in 3 days. They have to go get the vehicle. Mm-hmm. And their plan is to come back and put the solar on the roof. and that way, but they need the other vehicle because it's been in the shop and they have to return a U-Haul and blah blah blah. So that all had to go back to New Mexico, which where they're going is 8 hours from here, and so it's not a gigantic drive, but they are going to have to drive through a little snow themselves. But they don't mind it at all. They're fine with it, and then turn around and come back and do the solar, and then so my plan is to be out of here before the end of the week next week.
I got to go here. Lucretia, my son wants me to help him do the driveway. So, but thanks for having me up.
Take care, Lance.
And we'll talk to you guys soon for sure.
All right, hon. See you tonight, maybe. Bye-bye. So, yeah, that's the plan, is to be out of here and headed home next week. I mean, in my mind, it's sometime between the middle and the end of the week. But I really just would like to get started because I don't want to battle weather. But I'm dragging it out. Ruby Morton. She's in Oregon. Let's see. What did she say here? No snow here. Been warm, 50-ish, little rain. I can't remember where you're at, Ruby, in Oregon, but I know you're somewhere there. Oh, man. So anyways, that's the kind of thing that, you know, just making that plan, being flexible with it, knowing that I would like to leave by Wednesday. I doubt we'll leave by Wednesday. My assumption, now tell me if this is true, Troy, with your help on the phone and instructions, because you've given us instructions and Richard overseeing it, should they be able to put these up in 2 days?
It took me 2 days to put 4 on my roof by myself.
Okay.
Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
So yeah, they should be able to get this on the roof and the wiring through the roof in 2 days.
Okay. All right. That's what I was thinking. You know, they're smart.
Yeah,
they're smart guys. They're not going to have a big giant problem with it, I don't believe.
I've never installed panels on anything, and it took me by myself 2 days to do 4 of them on my roof, and that included removing an antenna and doing a patch on my roof. And I resealed 7/8 of my roof as I went. So.
Okay. So if they'll be able. So if we were to have that resealing stuff, whatever it is, and since it's being done here in Arizona, yeah. Yeah. All right. So I'll be talking to you and getting more information about that. Let's see what George has to say here. Kaylee, 95 to 80 into Reno, 395 into Oregon, to 20 to Bend, down to Troy's home to 50. So Troy comes before Bend, George. Troy, where he's at, is south of Bend, about 45 minutes, Troy, would you say?
40 miles south of Bend. I don't know, whatever that driving time is.
Right. Yeah. So that's kind of what I was thinking, 45 miles. So he's 45 miles south of Bend. I don't think I have to go all the way into Bend, correct? I mean, I would cut off at I know where to cut off at, but and I don't want to go into Bend. I have a nephew who lives there, and I know that it was at least covered in snow, like big time.
I was actually wrong. I'm 40 miles south of Lapine, and it's 80 miles to Bend. But yes, I'm actually staying at my sister's house at the moment, and we're only 12 miles, actually more like 8 miles from the 9758 interchange.
That's right.
But
that's right. And how far are you from the border of California?
Oh, we're right smack dab in the middle of the state almost. So
okay, all right, like kind of like Eugene.
Yeah, as the crow flies, we're just east of you.
Right. Okay. All right. I will seriously look over that. So we're thinking. I just saw G right there, Kaylee, 95 into Reno. Wait, see, 95 to 80 into Reno, 95 to 80 to Reno.
Is there anybody in chat that is from the Las Vegas, Reno area that could let us know what the conditions are in real time? Or we could look at some live cams in that area and look at those too. And see what they like. ODOT cams.
North to Oregon 20. And then I know what to do from there. All right. So that's a route I would really look at on the map. I will look on weather apps and Kim do this. I'm going to throw this darn if I can't figure out how to get this thing to, I don't mount it all the time because I close my computer. So anyways,
Yes,
Kim,
Gorilla Tape doesn't work like it used to. That stuff when it first came out was like Permabond, and it's just not as good as it used to be. I recently bought some and I was very disappointed compared to how it was when it first came out. They've changed the formula.
okay, so yeah, must, because I'm telling you, see it keep tilting. It's probably my tape job. So here, George says 95 to 80 in Reno. It passes his house. So, George, what is 95 to 80 into Reno like right now? If you could tell us, that would be, I'll be looking here in the chat for that little piece of information.
Let me go back to the TV so I can watch chat too. I'm curious. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to drop you down because I'm going to cut off here in 5 minutes, and we haven't eaten. But
we'll talk to you a little bit later. Give me a call when you have
a and I will give you a call in just a bit, Troy.
Not a problem.
All right, hon. Thank you very much.
You guys take care.
You too, dear.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. So this camera and I are going to have a bad. I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry it's tilted, guys. All right, let me get this off of here. All right, so got a good idea. I wrote down the directions. I will pull out my atlas and I will talk with George because I got your phone number. And I appreciate everything you do, George, to help us. You've been amazingly supportive and helpful in getting us from here to there and there to here. And you're a great friend of our channel. I wish I could really stress that enough. I have to show you guys before. Okay, so you were talking about the long trailer earlier. I'm going to show you what my husband, the other half of Up Road, has collected. Okay. Do you see this? Box number 1. Rocks. Not teeny tiny rocks. That's box number 1, friends. Box number 2. It's kind of a box. Look at this. Okay. That is a huge rock. That's nothing but rock right there. So that's box number 2. This Folgers can. Box number 3. And finally, this is a big Peanut Lovers Mountain Mix, a 30-ounce box or jar, canister. Half full. I guess he missed the long trailer. Maybe we'll watch it tonight. RVing with G. Stop it, Richard. Thank you. All right. You know what? This has been really fun. Before I cool this, I really wanted to give one more opportunity for anybody who might have any ideas or want to come up and chat. But we're at 1:30, friends, and it is definitely, Lucretia, just think about all the small rocks you'll have to throw, Richard, when your RV breaks down from being overloaded. Yes. Exactly, Troy. I think that's my big fear. All right, so I'm gonna say goodbye.
You'd be amazed if you saw the rock.
There is interesting rocks. I will absolutely give him that. But hand me my little hat there, right behind you. Let's get to put my little hat on because this is how I feel about all of you. I love you guys. You really have become friends, and I appreciate everybody here. I'm sitting looking at a beautiful blue sky. I'm going to be leaving soon and going back to a chilly Pacific Northwest that I love. One of the other plans is to go to Washington. I want to go to Central Washington to that little German town. You just 2 miles per gallon. 2 miles per gallon. I don't think he gets it. No, he gets it. Thank you, Dale. Kathleen, you can put those rocks under the tires for traction if the need arises. You are thinking of alternative uses for everything in an RV. All right. All right, guys. So thank you for coming. And I will see you in a couple days. Sunday, shooting for the next trying to stay on track now for the regular shows, and something fun on Sunday. I won't cry. My eyes will be puffy from crying because my family left. And I just hope that y'all stay healthy and that you're happy, and that everybody's safe, because those are 3 things that, at least for me, give me comfort: happiness, safety, and feeling somewhat healthy. If it weren't for this injury in my arm. All right. Love you guys, and I'll see you in a few days. If you have any questions, comments, please leave them in the remarks after I upload this. That does help analytics too. And I appreciate that you all were here. All right. Love you guys. Bye-bye.